This is day 9 of KCD. We should be getting pretty close to Kuttenberg. Oh my god, what a good progression last time. We finished out Castle Trosky. We are currently 75 hours in. This is day number 9. Today we should be touching Kuttenberg, which I think is east of Prague. Basically, KCD starts at Rate, to the east of Prague and goes all the way up. And then we have Kuttenberg, which I think goes back down to the southeast. They did release new patch notes coming up as well. Hardcore mode is coming on the 15th, and there's already achievements for it. And just like in the first game, they added Hardcore Henry, which is beat the game in hardcore mode. And of course, they added the full hardcore, which is against all odds. So this time, because I know the achievements exist, we're gonna go full on hardcore run. It's gonna be our night stinky dumb night is what we're gonna go for. Full heavy armor build. Now our second Henry is gonna be our nightly one. He's not gonna shower. I don't know why we were choosing. We're gonna do the stinky build because there's a whole bunch of perks for being stinky. Full heavy armor only. We're not gonna change clothes at all. We're gonna just pretend we're a knight, but he's gonna be dumb but honorful, you know. So I think it's gonna just really change up the storyline. All right, so right now we are Father Goodwin. This is where we ended up leaving 2 weekends ago, right? Where you missed last Friday. We haven't done any of his missions. We know that he's coming to investigate what happened to Lord Hans and Henry.
What do you know about the battle in the ravine?
Von Berghoff sent his men to Nebakov, but it seems someone got wind of his plan and lay in wait for them in the ravine.
We need to go to B. How does he have rep here? Like, nobody should know him, right? Oh, the good one? I guess Apollodia just hates everybody. Okie dokie. Go to the site of the ambush at the mill.
Wagons.
Probably
Use them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled.
Come on, horse.
They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath. And they blocked their way forward as well. They were trapped. The man who planned this thinks like a true warrior.
Somebody dead. Everything's...
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to anything you find up top, but stay away from here.
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Honorable.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot. But it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, Father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers. Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them. Eric, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here.
Rabble.
Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin. I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends. Or their bodies.
And what exactly do you want from me?
What happened here?
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, because I made him drink. That's why he's
what happened.
stumbling.
And the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
Oh, this is so good. I'm glad I made him drink. What's your name? Any of the enemy survive?
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard...
Oh, what up, Drop Bear? Happy weekend, buddy.
...sword under his belt.
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so. So if your pals were against us, you'll find them in that pit then.
I hope not. I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein and his page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see them.
You fuckers! You won't get away with this! No way!
What the fuck are you ranting about?
We made a deal. You leave us alone, and we'll leave you. And you shat on it, you fucking orsons!
What's he on about?
Well, up there in the ravine, I bumped
That's gonna
into a
smell
bunch
just
of
great later.
scoundrels who were looting the dead.
And?
I put a stop to it.
You killed my brother! You'll pay for that! You'll all die, you bastards!
A nice priest you are. God's truth. Oh well, they're starting to fucking annoy me anyway. So here's another job for you, old man. You're gonna help me sort out the mess you caused us. And if we survive, I'll take you to the captain. He'll be interested to meet you.
If we survive.
Come on then, you assholes!
Shit.
Now you're mine, you Hey, now you stop. Nicely done.
Aha! I was in all sorts of trouble for a priest. I mean, it's Goodwin we talking about. You remember him from kcd2.
Fine. I owe you one, old man.
Hey, man, he's drunk.
Fuck, that was
Ahem.
something. They got what they
Ahem.
had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's
guy.
God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
Oh,
You
man.
really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to
See,
fight?
Hans got Henry into trouble again?
Got out of this
Incorrect.
time.
In
I
the
mean,
Battle of
correct, but
Castle.
incorrect. This is our Goodwin.
I did a bit of traveling when I was young and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age.
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Ujits, near Sassau.
That's how.
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
You don't deserve that. Serves them right. You don't deserve that.
Leave them to rot without a Christian burial. Nobody deserves that. Not even enemies. And besides, those corpses could attract wolves from the forest.
Sod the wolves. Let them fill their bellies.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What castle?
Nebakov. Although castle might be a strong word for it.
Little drunky drunk, get on your horse, go to Nebakov with Eric. Eric. Keep the drinks going, baby. It's Friday. Let's get good one fucked up. Finding your friends doesn't have to be sober. We ride.
So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word. They're my friends.
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
I don't have a
As I
parish.
said, I'm kind of working for myself right now.
Did you upset the bishop?
I don't want to talk about it. Something like that.
A bit.
Look, that's Nebakov up on the left. It's got a commanding view of the whole valley. Tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah! Quick, quick, yeah!
Out of my way, peasant.
Open the gate!
Just a little bit. Been a few years since you've had to turn the AC on this early in the year. It's hot, right?
Where's the chief?
Dude, I've been sweating.
Yes.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
April.
Call him.
We got 3 more months of hotter.
Believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
Like, don't talk to me.
So,
What is it, Eric?
Eric,
I'm busy.
we did that.
This here is
Snowed for
Father
you?
Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men.
I'll take the
He
sweaty.
helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Ishtvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Can't wait for me in the tower.
I thought I was supposed to be guarding the bodies. Like, not the tower. Are you the master of the fortress? What's the massacre you're doing? Was that a top one?
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As
That's
your
funny.
man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
I may not look the part, but I am. You don't look like the lord of the fortress.
And you don't look much like the lord of this fortress. I don't even know your name.
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now.
For
You have
now.
my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is, but I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress, and they were the most dogged of all his men.
What?
And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
They're handy fellows. They were supposed to be... Yeah.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything, but they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Pergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
I have no idea.
Then why are you here?
I'm supposed to bring them back, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes, and God disposes.
Burn.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops.
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want to parley. We're done here.
9 to 5s, am I right?
Glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Oh, shit.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
Let's go. What a boss.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Mexican standoff.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
Bohemian standoff. Is that your dagger? Is that your dagger?
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Rebellion! There we go, killing again. Killing? Killing!
At them! Kill them to the last man!
Murder! Hounds were tough back then. Hounds were tough. Whoa! Get him from behind!
You caught him out.
Get him from behind!
Push him on the head.
Oh!
Kill them all! To me.
Get him from behind!
No, you
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he won't get me. Get him from the back. Oh, yeah. Murder!
Hey! You're the one waiting for you!
That guy got fucked up.
Not a chance. Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damn
Murder in
handy with a
time.
sword.
Oh, no, what a buddy.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late.
You got banned in your first ever sentence typed to your streamer? You're getting more efficient? Usually it takes at least 3. Ban him.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you.
Happy weekend, COD.
As for you,
They put me in my armor?
well, we'll see about you.
Well, well, well.
You! Toth! You swine! You're lucky I can't get you, you treacherous cunt! Bark at me, you dog!
Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
But you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Enough!
Get him.
What's he talking about?
Well, you clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Pretty good, just started.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
Shut up, Jack. No shit. He's in jail with him. Now you're done for. What do you want here?
What do you want here, you swine?
I'm doing what I do best, and you're getting in my way again.
I think they up.
Fate, I suppose. We have
Dialogue
the same
audio.
fairy godmothers. Whores.
You
us.
You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
Wait.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, he wouldn't be alive without me.
Freaking Eric.
Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him. He's a bandit. It's a good thing you owned up. Where's my sword?
Don't believe him. He's a common bandit. He did the same at my hometown. Attacked castles, murdered, and plundered.
I was given a direct order by my lord, who is yours too, and I'm carrying it out as best as I can.
Behind bars?
Like I said, if everything had gone to plan, it wouldn't be us in this dungeon, but Zizka. But don't worry, sir. I haven't said my final word yet.
Well, I don't want to be too hasty, but all right, I'll take your word for it. For the moment. You'll regret it if you're lying to me.
No doubt.
It's a good thing you owned up. Where's my sword?
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Your plans failed again. How are you going to get out of here?
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Your mom.
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here?
Your dad.
He's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come. Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
Why is
No
how
one's
is this a
yet built
cutscene, but the
gallows
other one
on
not a
the convoy.
cutscene?
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
Fucking Eric.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine! Ugh.
You better hope your father pays
Yeah,
a nice
fair, probably.
fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Eric, you're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
My daddy's sword, Papa!
No, we've got to flee now.
There'll be time when we meet again.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna let you know. You're gonna die.
What was that? Fuck it!
Bucket or fuck it? Oh, he kicked the poop bucket. Bucket. Good
Praise
win!
be to our Lord Jesus Christ.
Bucket, bucket.
Gentlemen.
It's Godwin.
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
It's funny because that's literally all we were sent here to do. Take this from here to here. Completely desolated coast.
I will get those fuckers.
Be mad.
They're riding to Trosky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you when you came at me with von Bergov's army. Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotsnov, also known as Zhishka.
Jan.
These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Bergov and the League of
European
Lords
taxes?
turn against
Yeah, right.
Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
Von Bergov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zhizka here attacked us first, and then von Bergov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zhizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him. Just like that.
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, What exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
How did he manage to set that trap in the ravine so quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
The girl!
Come on. I think you can trust us after all.
One that left the castle.
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
Why did you attack us?
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov. But why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
Your men were about to commit rape. Did you know Catherine?
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best. As you saw with your own eyes.
They get rapey. Did you want to kill von Bergov? What are you doing here? How did Semyon come to join you? Let's go with the bottom one.
How did Semyon come to join you?
Von Bergov is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller, though he had lots of other incentives as well.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I'll throw the cheese.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
What are we going to do now?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Bergov may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see?
No way.
Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you and taking off my helmet. I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
Master Dodger. Ah! One sec.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Holy shit.
It's Stormin.
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
It started to fester.
I did that.
I'll have to clean that out.
A little whiskey.
Just get it over with.
That's what I love out of my doctor. Big old swig of booze before he gets working. Calm those hands. Good old medicine. I'm sure that won't get affected.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving
3
early in the
antibiotics?
morning before von Bergov comes.
They don't have that for a few hundred
Can we help
years.
somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it?
Hans,
But if you really want
been
to be
busy.
useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help.
what can Hans do?
We
True
should say
noble.
a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves. It's been
Oh,
a
the
hellish
medicine is still in my
Thank
eyes.
God we managed to survive until...
Isn't that funny? It's literally
Now
been
it's time to
days.
go to the fields.
Well,
It's
good
still-
day.
At least they...
Will you help me?
Still affecting us.
Will you help me, Henken?
Yeah.
It's been a hellishly long day today.
Oh my God, that's
Thank
funny.
God we managed to survive until evening.
There's Reddit Hans.
Now it's time to go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
By the lesser evil.
Let that be a warning.
mean
If
our
you guys are
new
gonna make
ally
Nighthawk
is
potions,
fine.
don't make the Henry quality. It's too good.
Tell me what's new in your parish instead.
I'd be glad to. Only I no longer have a parish.
They really threw you out? I thought you were joking. What for?
Or what do you think?
So bright.
Boozing, whoring, ringing the bells at night, roughing up the bailiff. That young vagabond who preached in my place. Well, maybe you remember something about that.
Well, I have to admit, it's all a bit foggy for me.
Aye, me too. The thing I remember most is how my head was pounding for 3 days afterward. You were really the last thing I needed.
Ah.
Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the
Holy
end.
shit.
Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, right?
How divine she looks. Agree.
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to... We're here! Would you please take care of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for salvation.
Yo, question mark.
Lord,
How
give them eternal rest. Requiem aeternam
did...
dona-
How is there not enough time for the dialogue? That was just a follow mission. What are you gonna do now? Risa.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye.
Ice cream!
If she hadn't shown
Why
up
do you need a
that
band-aid?
time,
Got a little scratch.
Blunt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why?
Like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
What are you gonna do now?
What are you going to do now you lost the parish?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin.
Where can I sleep?
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Why are we sleeping here?
Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol.
What?
You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Guns! Do I smell gunpowder? How do you shoot with that? Have you ever shot one?
Is that gunpowder I smell here?
That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder.
Schwarzpulver.
They stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh?
How do you shoot with that? Have you ever shot one?
How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful. A pistol is not all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that.
Handgun. A handgun is a terrifying modern weapon. Its slow loading speed and inaccurate aim are balanced by its sheer destructive force and the fear it causes amongst enemies. To fire, you must have a projectile equipped in your munition slot. Hold right click to load the pistole. Hold right click to aim the pistole. Left click to fire the pistole. That's right, Steve. Have you ever shot one?
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
2 fingers. Muskets at the ready.
Look and learn.
I missed. Reload. 9 men ready. Muskets ready. I missed again. What? How are you supposed to aim? How is he so good at it?
Look and learn.
I hit now? On the... What the hell kind of aiming is this?
Holy
Improved marksmanship, but no achievement.
And that stench! Ah!
Oh yeah, because it's made with saltpeter. Like the dead body salt?
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
But the targets are ripped to pieces. A veritable miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
God! Diabolically dangerous weapon. This weapon has no future.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
But you'd really have to know how to use it.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of
Achievement
course.
unlocked.
Here you go.
Strapped.
But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
I think I can just make
Thank you
it.
very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey
I got
ahead
10
of us
balls.
tomorrow. I'm going to hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
Mm-hmm. I do what I want. Yo, what's up, dude? Bull?
Are you the local blacksmith?
What do you want from me? We didn't herd sheep together, so bugger off.
Is herding sheep together a pastime activity? What's wrong with you? I don't want to fight you.
What the hell's the matter with you?
If you don't stop staring at me, I'll kick your ass, you fucker. For my brother, too.
Wait, what happened to Steer? Don't tell me he died in that ravine too.
Bloody hell. Did you know him?
The last time I was here, he spoke fondly of you. He was a blacksmith, like me.
Aye. He knew his way around a smithy. Unlike me. Wait, you're a blacksmith?
Aye. My father was a blacksmith.
Ours only drank, and then he drowned. But look, if you're a blacksmith and our ally now too, I reckon you could give me a hand with something. What do you say?
I need to forge a few horseshoes.
I need to forge a few horseshoes, Bull.
You mean right now?
Is this about time?
It's just that I have some other work to do, and horseshoes, they take time.
Gamer,
Don't
good to see you,
worry,
buddy.
Bull.
Happy weekend.
I'm a blacksmith. All I need is for you to let me use your anvil.
Well, you came at just the right time then. I could use a hand here. There's a pile of iron in that barrel over there that needs fixing up before we leave.
All right, I'll try to fix it.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
You'll really help me?
Mm-hmm.
Great. The lads would be bloody delighted if you fixed up their weapons.
Oh, God, fine.
Bloody hell. That would have taken me a week. Actually, I reckon I couldn't even do it in a year.
Very nice.
Oh, my hands just ain't no good for it.
Astro
All
got a
they're
new
good
PC,
for is
yeah?
bashing people's skulls in. What about you? Do you like fighting?
Yeah, this past week, or so, having to let all the plants jizz inside to infest your sinuses. It's tree jizz season. I prefer smithing over killing. I prefer fighting. Smithing.
My hands prefer foraging over killing. Here you go, Bull.
Bloody hell. Thanks, mate. If you ever need anything, just let me know. And this is for you. I hope it comes in handy.
20 arrows and scatter shot. Nice, nice.
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're going to have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to Ratai tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trosky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
You did what you could.
You did what you could. It's just that circumstances turned against us.
Exactly. Thank you, Henry. Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the
Holy link.
circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Audentes fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well, now it's all over. So what do you say to rolling a few dice together?
If you have anything to bet with, my lord.
You want to
Don't
gamble?
worry about me. What about you?
Hey, Jay, what up, buddy?
Aren't you completely skinned?
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few groschen.
Maybe not for long. Enough talk. Let's let the wings of our Fortuna carry us away.
Show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
I like how we're both traumatized. You want to play some dice, bro?
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Triple ones and a devil head. Game. Comes in clutch, man.
Mother of God's holy britches. How come I always lose so disgracefully?
Because I cheat disgracefully? No. Because you play so
did call it.
deplorably?
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh, my God. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
Aye.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song.
Simple
All our
man,
problems
simple
began
man.
the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
So, no more politics? You want to enjoy life again?
You want to enjoy life again? So, back to the original plan.
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day.
Huh.
And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And
It's
also,
growing up.
things always look better in the morning. The
Except
sooner I lie down, the better chance there is
Beer
of
goggles.
nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiots.
Oh shit.
Calling an idiot.
Rama.
Bandages on those high-born fuckers.
They're
Labra.
injured.
What's up, girl?
Enough. What's going on here?
Holy
And what's
smashed.
it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
Who are you talking about? Prisoners need treatment. It's none of my business. We'll go with this one.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
I won't stab anyone in their
He
sleep.
said you Trosky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trosky. And second,
I'll treat you wounded. Speech build.
I'm a blacksmith. I can set bones. I can help you with those injured men myself. I reckon Clara can hardly handle it on her own.
Thanks a bloody lot.
You should have told us right away.
Wow.
You'll also
What?
come in useful to our men.
You didn't have to
A lot of them are
do that
freaked
for
out.
her.
But I'm
Speech
warning you,
build.
if anyone dies on your watch,
No,
I'll
why
skin you
so
alive.
rude?
Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
She did.
Excuse me?
Clara.
Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry. They're in rough shape.
No problem. You want to go for round 2? Please. This
I
one.
shouldn't have yelled at you. They're brutes.
So you were more worried about me than the prisoners, were you?
What of it? You're the only woman here. And the only healer. They could show a little gratitude. At least I, for one, would be really glad if you helped those two poor fellas.
Thanks. Really. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Bart, thanks for the bits, bro.
It seems chance has brought us together again.
And you know what?
Sleep
I'm glad.
with everyone.
The men were betting on whether Zizka would execute you himself or only have you hanged.
Only?
You fools.
Does it matter? You're alive and well, and now one of us, at least a little. Sorry, I'd love to chat, but I have a line of patients waiting for treatment.
Shit. What can I do to help?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that stupid piece of steel around?
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to make myself useful.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious
Thanks
injuries.
for the bits, bro.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need to be treated.
I'm gonna choke on my cheese.
And poor old Sverk. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you.
I need some advice on treating the patients.
Listen, I need some quick advice.
What would you like to know?
Good night, Ellie. Happy weekend. What's your advice for a fever? What's your advice for vomiting? What's your advice on bleeding? What's your advice for burns? What about food? How should I treat a wound?
What's the proper way to treat a wound?
That's not hard. Always clean the wound first, and then lightly bind it with a bandage.
What about food? How do I eat?
Can I give them something to eat?
Certainly. A good strong broth would be best, or a potion that will bring his strength back. But be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding. Eating and drinking will only make it worse.
What's your advice for burns?
How should I treat a burn?
Thank you for that shout out.
Wash it with water and gently daub it with marigold ointment. Then just lightly dress it and give the patient some chamomile to calm his nerves.
Burns. Marigold, dress, chamomile. What about bleeding?
What about bleeding? Should I bandage the wound?
Aye. A bandage will stop the bleeding, but you should first make sure there isn't a fracture.
Okay, what do I do if there's a fracture? Widget, thanks for the hydrate, buddy. Cheers. Delicious. What's your advice for vomiting?
What should I do with a vomiting patient?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep and put a cold compress on his forehead. But
You guys are so good with cutscenes. I'm gonna have to play that again. Hold on.
That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What should I do with a vomiting patient?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep and put a cold compress on his forehead. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him. That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What about for a fever?
What should I do about a fever and headache?
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. That needs to be cleaned and cauterized. He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good too, and a marigold decoction should help for the fever.
Hello, prisoners.
Henry, you don't know how glad I am to see you.
Sam! Is that you, lad?
Eating all the cheese.
Well, you're
See what
in better
happens?
shape than the two of us here.
I'm glad you're alive. How did you save yourselves? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
It's not as bad as it looks.
Aye, they gave us a proper thrashing, but others fared worse.
How did you save yourselves?
I thought you were dead. How did you save yourselves?
It was a horrible massacre. They even hanged a few people when they found out they weren't going to get a ransom for them.
Bollocks! They hanged them to avenge
Why is
their
it so
dead
dark?
friends.
Fuck it. And how come they let you go, Henry?
God would pay the ransom? Lie. I joined Ziska's band. Should we try lying?
Father Godwin, an emissary from Lord Hanish of Lipa, came here and paid the ransom for us.
So you got a break. People like you usually end up hanging from trees.
It's the first time I've heard of a lord paying ransom for a commoner, too.
Well, this commoner is lucky to be his father's son.
Aha! So you're a lord's bastard. At least this time it's an advantage, eh?
Aye. It seems fortune favours the bold.
I don't know. Fortune surely showed us her backside today, and I dare say she...
At least you're alive. Clara will treat your injuries.
I see you're injured, but don't worry. I've arranged for Clara to treat you.
Clara? Is that some local girl?
Aye.
She knows all about healing and herbs. She'll try to make you feel better soon.
Thanks for not leaving us high and dry.
Aye. Thanks for putting in a good word for us.
Hang in there. You're not in any danger anymore.
Going down. Going downtown and Guardsman Zverk. What's up, Zverk?
I came to treat you.
What happened to my torch?
What hurts, Zverk?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right leg hurts like hell. I'm fine otherwise.
I'll take a look at your wounds with a 29. I could give you a potion with that one. Let's take a look at the wounds.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful, all right? I'm aching all over.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll just take a peek. And here. Aye, yes.
Got it, Bakeoffs. No!
You've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it first.
I guess I'll take a look at your foot.
I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
I have to chop it off?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle.
Chop
If
it
you
off?
bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
I'll take a look at your chest.
Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And
my foot is down there.
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection.
I'll give you a potion.
I could give you some sort of potion.
You know potions too, do you?
But not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have to treat you as well.
I'd appreciate it, lad.
I know all I need, Zverk.
All right. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm going to treat you.
All right. Do what you have to. Just make it quick.
I'll have to sew up that wound on your chest.
Make it quick, before I shit myself from the pain.
I'll just make a few quick stitches. That's it.
Christ. Fuck.
Damn it. Stop squirming around, Zverk. Trying to concentrate. One more knot. There we go.
Mother of God. That wasn't exactly painless, mate.
I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Sakra. Well then, is that it?
All done. Now just don't make any sudden movements, Zverk.
Thanks. It seems to be holding well.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest. I'll give you something to drink.
About fucking time. Some wine would be nice. Or at least some ale.
Painkiller.
This should help the swelling go down.
Concerned I'd give.
It feels better already.
All right. That's all, Zverk. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now is get some sleep.
Doctor.
Christ, you really are a good healer. I feel better already. Really. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Who else wants some doctorly goodness? She promised a happy ending? Wow. That better not be a good one.
Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully, awfully tired. And cold too.
Look away, chat! Whoa.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.
No, I thought she was about to unalive. Boobies! Mike, look away! Mama! Mama! Oh, got night terrors again. Uh-oh. Papa! Vengance. Whatever the hell is this guy's name.
No! I am here, lad.
I'm Kaotso.
And I'm coming for you.
Bald guy with mustache. Arch nemesis since game number 1. Doesn't matter, got laid. She's like, I didn't sleep here because you were screaming. That was even before you went to sleep. I like how they put the flowers in my hair.
All right. Load up everything you get your hands on. Go to the wall. All weapons to the gate.
Good thing we, you know.
Horror? What in the hell?
What?
Out!
Yeah, right?
What the hell is going on?
Bit of a rude awakening.
Who are they? And where the fuck did they come from?
From the tower crest on their banners, looks like the Prague militia.
Oh, pixelated.
Howlets.
Howlet.
Good morning, Captain. Please forgive my abrupt departure without saying goodbye yesterday.
What do you want?
Lord Nebakov here would like his castle back. My liege, Sir Otto, wants your head. And I have an account to settle with a certain bastard of Radzig's.
Lord Berghoff! Since when did the Chamberlain of our land ally himself with such filth?
Ever since Jobst and Wenceslas started allying with filth like you, Zizka. Sir Istvan Tod is a master of your craft. He harassed Wenceslas' allies, just as you did King Sigismund's. He did a good job in Zassau, and he would have done so here too, were it not for Hanush's pair of buffoons.
That smug little fucker was in his service the whole time.
But I have to admit, Captain Zizka, that you've been a much bigger thorn in our backsides than we care for. Fortunately, my friend Marquardt just happened to be passing, so now your tricks won't help you anymore.
The executioner awaits you, Captain. But if you're sensible,
Easy.
we'll spare your companions. Surrender!
No.
Is there any way to sneak out of here?
Even if there were, they wouldn't get far.
No. And I'm never going to run from that fucker again.
Don't listen to him. Don't throw cheese, guys.
Lord von Berghoff, Sir Marquardt, Lord Nebakov, and you treacherous shit! Kiss our asses!
I fought in your general direction. Aha!
Sorry, my friend. I'm afraid your castle will be needing some repairs.
I hope they'll let me switch into armor. You fools. You fools!
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley.
We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance.
Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry, we'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate, but if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right, I need everyone else on the battlements.
God hear our prayer and
Aye.
kick their St. Clement's arse today.
So,
yeah, dodge that
to
one.
the task, my friends.
Maybe I should have stayed in armor. Archers! No! That's so late. Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't have any weapons.
Bleeding like somewhere in those ladders down. Repel the ladders. To the top. Useless.
St. fucking Crispin. We're in the thick of things again. Bring the halberds here to push back the ladders.
St. Clement! Hurry!
Oh, man.
Henry! Those ladders! Hurry! Those ladders! Get them! Ah! Fuck them up! For St. Clement!
Henry, don't worry. That won't work on me.
Back him on the head!
No mercy. Now you're finished. Oh. Got him!
I'll shoot you, an extra asshole! Okay? We have to hold the gate!
The gate? Yeah, okay. I care, Beto! Dropping stones. While defending the fortress, you can drop stones on enemies. Pick up a stone from the pile, stand over an enemy, and then just drop it. E to lift it, A and D to select your target. E to drop it.
Target! We'll see you get the last laugh, you whore sons!
Rock and stone. Kill an enemy with a boulder. Rock and stone.
can't aim like this, damn it!
Watch out, I can't get a shot in. Ah!
Dude.
Haven't had enough yet. Had enough, donkey!
Dude, pick up the damn rock.
Surprised, eh, young brother?
Now you're mine, you bastard!
It's bad.
Morning, Ben Q.
What's wrong?
Are you good, buddy? Happy
We
weekend.
defended
the gate, didn't we?
Aye, and we're holding the battlements on the tower. But they got into the lower castle. Our boys are getting hammered. We've got to get to their aid, right now.
I understand. I'll go with you.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
I'll build my own armor.
Ooh, they got what they wanted. We did it, eh?
Ah, I hope so. But unfortunately, it isn't over yet. Something's happening up top. We have to go back quickly.
Oh, Sakra. When will this be over, Zizka?
Zizka.
As soon as we kick their asses!
Fair enough. Oh, good one in the courtyard. Okay.
We got
past the wall! The battlements have fallen!
Oh, shit.
No chance.
No mercy!
I ain't gotta do shit. Ew!
Oh. We've got to fall back. Everyone back to the tower, now!
Hurry! There's more coming!
Holy shit. Compared to the rest of the game, this fight is glitchy as fuck.
Fuck! You're done for.
Bollocks. They won't get into the tower easily. They'll parley, you'll see.
Gunpowder. They have a troll!
Everyone, away from the tower!
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What the fuck is that?
Cannon!
Ready!
Pater noster, quies in caelus.
Arm!
Oh, the bell!
Debita nostris sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ni nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
Thanks for the best DX. They didn't even hit the concrete. They hit the wood.
I told you we should have made a run for it.
Aye. We should have taken off. At least then we wouldn't have to listen to your blathering.
The last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never going to do that again.
Well, that's just what I'm afraid of, Henry. Honor's a splendid thing.
It won't be much use to anyone as a corpse. The great thing about corpses is that they keep their mouths shut. They're not dead yet. Well, if it hadn't been for that diabolical invention, we'd have stood a chance.
Show some respect, priest. Sir Otto christened this little beauty himself. He named it Finger of God. Whoever it points at, poof.
Stop! Halt! Pull up!
What is it, sir?
The pathway's here, Istvan. I need someone to keep watch on Trosky while I'm with the king. Take the captives with you, and get what you can out of them. We need to know what the Jobst and the Leipa lords are plotting.
With the greatest pleasure, sir.
Don't spare them. And when they sing, send me a message with what you found out. But the young lord of Liechtenstein will be coming along with me. He's too valuable a commodity. He'll come in handy as a hostage, if Hanush tries any tricks. And here are the orders from King Sigismund, so you know what to question them about and where to find us. And I'm counting on you to keep my castle in one piece until I return.
Rest assured, my lord.
Good.
Forwards!
Forwards! Goddamn cannon. That guy's weaseled himself out of so many situations.
Listen to him, Ernest. Like a child of the night. Beautiful music, isn't it?
Go to hell!
But now the fun's over. I don't have all night to deal with you. I have 2 more guests to attend to, and I want to get some sleep.
Sleep sweetly while you can.
Oh, I will.
Spooky.
Don't you worry. I've had a couple of hard, nerve-wracking days, but in the end, everything went according to plan. And what's more, I have this wonderful entertainment before bedtime. I'll sleep the sleep of the dead.
I hope you do. Literally.
You'd do better to say your prayers, priest. It'll be your turn soon.
You'll rot in hell.
Do you think people like me are afraid of hell? The powerful lords invoke hell to keep simpletons like you in line. God doesn't give a shit about me. And the feeling's mutual. What's the penance for such blasphemy, priest? How many are fathers and all that shit, eh?
Your penance will be to drown in shit.
You're quite witty for a priest. I like you. But now back to work.
Sir, the other one just came round too.
Excellent. As soon as we're done with the captain here, we'll turn our attention to him.
Torture! Leave Zhishka alone. Say nothing.
It's time to start singing, Captain. Where are Jobst of Luxembourg and Jan of Liechtenstein?
Why do you think I've got anything to do with that fucking traitor?
Turncoat? Now, don't tell me there are disputes in King Wenceslas's camp. That would sadden me. But I'm afraid Jobst's latest treachery was directed at King Sigismund. And that's why I'm asking you. Where is he?
Kiss my ass.
It seems you don't value your life. To be fair, though, if I were in your shoes...
Kinky things, poop dog. Kinky things.
...all over quickly, too. So we'll see how your new best friend Henry is doing.
I'll kill you. And your Eric will have to watch. And as soon as I'm finished with you, I'll gut him as well.
I'll pretend you never said that. Now you have one last chance. I'll repeat the question, but this is the last time I ask nicely. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? What were they doing in Ratai?
I don't know anything about those two. Really?
Don't take me for a fool, boy.
I don't. But you're not what you're pretending to be either. I keep thinking, why is he doing it? What's behind it? You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured. That's a first for me. Listen, you bastard. Stop talking shit and answer my questions.
The reason I'm interested is it might come in handy when I'm torturing Eric.
Speech
You're
build!
only making things worse for yourself. Let's try this again. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? Why did they meet with Radzig? What do they have planned?
Fuck you.
My, such ugly words. But not what I wanted to hear from you, I'm afraid. So you force me to carry on.
Nipple twister. Oh, God. Oh. My spleen.
I honestly don't understand why you're trying to play the hero. On account of your cronies here? The captain already told me plenty, and the priest here is shaking like a leaf. He won't last long.
I told you nothing, you whoreson!
You told me more than you think. And you ought to get some rest. So, Jobst and that other bastard, Liechtenstein, where are they? What are they doing? What was discussed in Ratai?
All right.
Kind of, Fred.
I'll tell you what I know about them.
At last. Not hard, is it? Go on, then.
Jobst has a Groschen-shaped birthmark on his backside and secretly does embroidery in the evenings. And Liechtenstein, he's into bawdy poetry and likes to have girls beat him with a cane.
You think you'll throw me off with your little jokes?
No, it's true. And I just recalled another thing. I know who fucked Eric in the stable yesterday.
Shut him up!
Ah!
Oh, the book failed. Ow.
Well, had enough at last? Can we start being serious finally? Is it worth suffering like this to protect that traitor and turncoat Jobst? Do you think letting yourself be killed will do any good? This is not your war. Now listen up. If you tell me what I want to know, I'll stop. And I'll get von Bergau to demand a ransom for you from Radzig. Then you'll be able to go back to that shithole of yours.
I don't know anything, I'm a nobody. Speech build!
I can't tell you anything because I don't know anything. The Lords don't give a shit about me. No one discussed with me why we were coming here. Radzig doesn't talk politics with me. Does von Bergov confide in you about his plans when he gives you orders?
Was that a rhetorical question, or are you actually asking? If you are, then yes, he does confide in me. Fancy that. And that's why I don't believe for a moment that your father doesn't tell you anything. This is the last time I'll ask. What do you know about Jobst and Liechtenstein? Where did they go from Ratai? What do they have planned?
For the last time, go fuck yourself.
And I'm telling you, for the last time, Go fuck yourself.
As you wish.
Ah!
One poke.
You had your chance to speak. It's your own stupid fault you didn't take it. Normally, I'd have a bit more fun with you. I did promise at Nebakov to gut you after all, but I don't have the time. So I'll gut someone else and leave you to Ernest here. Get rid of him.
Right now?
Right now. But if you want a bit of enjoyment, you can make it slow.
As you wish.
No! Stop it! Don't do it! What is it, priest? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Godwin, no! Shut up!
Tell me then. What's on your mind, father?
From what I understood, Jobst is looking for allies so he can take on Sigismund.
That's not really news. I want to know where he is now.
I almost died.
In Brandenburg. He went to Brandenburg.
That's better. And what about Liechtenstein?
Radzig said Jobst sent him to Kuttenberg. That's all I know. As God is my witness.
Well, I'll be. He sent him right into Sigismund's lap. This might surprise you, but I believe you. And you've saved this bastard's life. You'll be rewarded in heaven for that. Well then, that will do for today. See? All you had to do was cooperate a bit, and now it's all over. Wasn't all that blood spilt needlessly? Now rest up. You'll need a lot of strength for tomorrow. There's a lot more I want to know. Good night, gentlemen. Well, that's that. Find Eric for me. He's going on a little trip.
Or Henry. Just wanted to sleep with Bianca. Throw shit at houses.
Does running for it still seem like a bad idea to you?
The worst of it is that we betrayed the others. And now they'll get the same as us.
Don't feel so bad about it, lad. Everyone breaks under torture. It's only a matter of time.
I didn't say shit though.
Hey. Can you hear that?
Laggy goose. I mean weasel. It's boobies! Boobies!
About time, Catherine.
That's her name. That's right.
What took you so long?
No, this is OG boobies. I mean, Catherine.
You can hang around here a
Hey,
bit
Tess
longer
McGee.
if you like.
Oh. Oh, they're banging.
Wait. You?
So that's why you pretended not to know me this whole time.
Did you work that out all by yourself?
And that's why you killed that man by the pond.
I wouldn't let anyone put their filthy heads on my most loyal sister-in-arms, would I?
Well, if it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have been able to stop it.
See how cocky he is, Catherine?
He's right though, Zizka. He acted like an utter madman who's tired of life. But you were still far away, and if it hadn't been for him... Thank you, Henry.
A madman? I just don't run away from a fight, that's all.
Like I said, a madman. Are you all right?
Nate.
I'll live. But everything else won't be so straightforward.
What about you two?
Better than I probably look.
He didn't pay all that much attention to me. We haven't met, my dear. Godwin's the name.
Catherine.
He's like, sup?
But this isn't the time for pleasantries. We have to get out of here.
The lass is right.
Get out of here? How?
I've thought of that. There's a secret passageway that leads right from the basement to the Apollonia Rocks.
That sounds a bit risky. A secret passage.
A secret passage?
What's up,
That's
Chaos?
right.
Happy weekend, buddy.
Good work, Kate.
Thank Christ. So what are we waiting for?
Don't count your chickens yet. It won't be that simple. There's an iron gate at the start of the passage. We won't be able to force it. We need the key. And the Lord of the Castle has it.
And right now, that's the Hungarian.
Sacra.
Where can we find him?
In his chambers at the top of the Crone Tower, most likely. That's the smaller tower on the far side of the castle.
Getting hold of the orders he got from von Berghoff would also come in handy.
And our things.
So far, so good. Work was nuts, dude.
Taken to his chambers.
I got work again tomorrow.
Documents will be in either the scribe's chambers or von Berghoff's.
How many people are at the castle? I'll take care of Istvan and the keys.
How many people are there in the castle?
That's one thing working in our favor. A lot of them left with von Berghoff. Here in the upper castle, there's just Istvan and a couple of men. There are more in the lower courtyard, but we don't have to worry about them. Besides, there's a storm on the way, so they'll all be inside.
I'll take care of Istvan and get the keys.
Sure. That's a brilliant plan.
Someone has to. And I'm in no state to do it myself.
Don't worry. I'll do it.
I just got
I have
tortured.
a score to settle with.
Too much work.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
Working a death boss, man. It feels like
He
sometimes.
wants to get some sleep. With any luck, the lad will find him in bed.
The two of us can go.
Don't take this the wrong way, Godwin. But Henry has to be stealthy, and you'd just get in his way. What's more, we need to search our tower, find von Berghoff's orders. And to keep guard, if someone came, Catherine wouldn't be able to handle him on her own. And I can't help her in this state.
Have you forgotten, Shishka? I'm supposed to bring him home in one piece.
Don't worry, he can cope. Someone who can hack me in the face won't have any difficulty with that fucking Hungarian midget.
All right, then. Be careful. And don't take unnecessary risks. No fucking around. Just cut his throat while he's asleep.
It's not every day you hear a priest handing out advice on throat cutting. But I'll follow it.
True.
All right, let's split up. I'll take care of Istvan and search the scribe's chambers on the way. And you, Godwin, see what you can find in von Berghoff's chambers.
If I must.
I could do with some armor and a weapon. Let's get to it.
It's just... I could do with some kind of armor. And a weapon to sort out that bastard. He may be lower than vermin, but I don't want to strangle him with my bare hands.
I don't think the poor bastard who was guarding us will need his stuff anymore. Robbing the dead may be a sin, but I'm sure Father here will turn a blind eye.
Aye. Although turning a blind eye is more your thing, Shishka.
Wait, Henry. I'll give you my knife. I won't need it here.
Thanks.
I'll take care of Jan. Hurry.
Yes, she will. The dagger.
They really messed you up. What a
Old Trosky Castle.
Oh, mistress mine.
Ye old flashlight. Yeah, just R. Let me just light this torch real quick and then put it out real quick.
Ride the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh one. Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
I won't forget that.
The kindness you showed me.
Farewell.
Sure got romantical.
Farewell, dear boy.
Old Castle Trosky. War! Oh shit. Did it go too far? Nope.
You just won't give up, will you?
It's a pretty badass scene. I'm glad I kept him clothless.
I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
Get rid of Ishvan dishonorably. Accept the duel. Let's talk. I'm kind of, let's talk.
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
You and Eric, what's between you two? What do you think I'm like you? Why did you join Zizka?
Why the hell did you join Zizka?
You didn't understand what I said before? Or have you forgotten?
You'll never believe the words you said.
Believe it or not, I spoke the truth. I should have put a stop to him and taken over his band. And I could have. Cutthroats like that don't give a shit who they're killing or why.
Didn't quite work out for you, though. Von Berghoff didn't even know where you were holed up.
Zizka was more cautious and faster than I expected. But you lot weren't too successful either. So just what are we accusing each other of here?
Tell me one thing. Why? Why Zizka? Why von Berghoff? Why choose this life?
I'll give you a piece of advice in life, man. We're just pawns on the chessboard. You can't change anything. Nobody will give you anything. You're just there to be exploited and sacrificed. So it's up to you alone to grab whatever you can and join the right side, because the stronger dog
fucks the bitches.
See there. At least you've learned one thing from me.
That's just stupid tough talk.
If you say so. You asked why Sigismund? Because you morons are trying to rescue a king who's a drunkard so that the local noblemen can continue their thieving in a land without a ruler. While Sigismund has the Turks on his borders, but has to deal with your petty squabbles instead. And you can't imagine what will happen if he fails to stop the Turks. To you two, to all of us, I lived through it.
Shit. You'd use your plus for helm of disintegration with your +2 sword of evil feces. Faces, maybe? In other words, you expect me to be a traitor. Sigismund is the right side, and I'll be the stronger dog.
So you join the right side? How is Sigismund the right side?
The stronger one. The victorious one. That's the right side.
You think Sigismund will win?
Come on, lad. Who else? Your band of peasants from Lower Swamphole led by a turngoat who wants to save the king of the wineskins? How are you lot going to do that? And what will you have out of it? What's your plan for the future?
You're just the first name in a long list. Markvart von Aulitz, Otto von Berghoff, and I won't forget your beloved Eric. Don't you worry.
And then the entire League of Lords, the Prague councillors. Or will you kill Sigismund? Who put them on your list? The Pope? And what will you do when you're finished with that mission? Revenge doesn't give life meaning. It's just childish nonsense. It won't feed you. You can't fuck it. That said, it's necessary sometimes. I can't deny that.
Well, you needn't concern yourself about that. Because I'll be starting with you.
God damn. Why do you think I'm like you?
Where on earth do you get the idea that we're the same?
Because we are. War took your home and family. Do you think you're the only one? You're not. But as well as taking, the war also gave our lives meaning. Yours, mine, just like everyone caught up in it.
You gave me a different meaning than I gave you. I don't see any meaning to it. That means nothing. We're not the same.
Whatever meaning war gave to you, it gave me an entirely different one. I want to end it, not get rich from it.
You trying to make me laugh? You want to stop the war started by King Wenceslas's incompetence by helping that same Wenceslas? Sigismund is just trying to clean up the mess he made.
By murdering and plundering?
Fight fire with fire. The Czech nobles were given a chance, but instead of taking advantage of it, they started to rebel.
Oh? And why do you think, eh?
Why? Because a weak king was just what they wanted. Everyone did whatever they wanted and exploited the situation for their own benefit, including your father and Hanush. And Sigismund would put an end to that. That's all that's behind it.
These games don't work on me.
Don't try those games of yours on me.
Games? We're here alone and I'm unarmed. There are only a few soldiers here in this. There's nothing to stop them killing you. We're on opposite sides. I've already lived through your whole life. I'm only trying to advise you.
I'm not interested. You know what? Just to see.
Oh, yeah. And what is it you suggest?
Like I already said, look after number one. Side with the strong. Loyalty is all very well, but the noblemen are just out for themselves too. Who knows if Radzig will think twice about you when the war ends.
You're no judge of people. It's you who should be worried about yourself.
I can take care of myself. It's you who should be worried.
I'm worried, make no mistake.
I think we've spoken enough about our so-called similarities.
Whatever you say.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as me.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Berghoff? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a noble, but a peasant.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I kill him? Damn, you speak about him like it was your son? Ice cold, let's do it.
What message should I pass on to Eric when I'm slicing his belly open?
You'll do nothing of the sort.
Oh dear. The smile is frozen on your face. Why do you think that? You gonna kill me? How? You're old, fat, and weak. First I'll deal with you, and then your underling.
Never! I won't allow it! You'll never separate us.
So how the hell did he get a sword? Two shanks. I don't get how he got a sword so easy. Right, garlic bagels? They don't want to combat you?
I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
We got the sword, the game's done. We became a kingdom. Any help music? What, him getting thrown out the castle? Ishvan is dead. It's about time. Vengeance. Let's go.
I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on it. I'll take a look in his chambers upstairs. Christ, there's nothing here.
Thank you for the bandages.
Our things. Great.
Nice.
And István's keys. But no sign of the orders. I think we have everything. We can go.
What up, how come up?
Took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
That's how you got in and out.
Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. István is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
Guys, can we get another shout out for Angel? Again, thank you so much for the raid. I feel great. I behaved like he would have. I don't feel any better. I feel great.
Aye. It's a wonderful feeling. Now I just have to sort out the rest of them.
Be careful, Henry. It's understandable after what happened to you, but taking pleasure in revenge can be dangerous. And not just for your soul.
Amen.
Leave him be. He's a warrior. You can see it in his eyes. You did the right thing, Henry.
And did you follow my advice? Or did you take needless risks?
Revenge is best face to face. It just happened.
He was awake. It was almost like he was waiting for me. And then it just got out of hand. Luckily, it worked out all right. For me.
For all of us. If it hadn't, me or Godwin would have to kill him, and I'm not in the best condition.
And what's more, I'd have to take your body back to Ratai and explain everything to Sir Radzig.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now.
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know?
Thank you for the 16 months, buddy.
Been here before.
Guys, get some raise in chat.
I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, at least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Everything's so dark in all these cutscenes. Guess it was Dark Ages.
Fresh air at last.
A couple hundred years after.
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south at an old camp.
I need to rest. Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Good idea. Here, give me some light. Let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. And he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Alex have gone
I am Kamu, yeah.
Yeah. My friend Hinek of Kunstad is at Suchtal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too.
We have to warn them. And we have to help Capon.
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
Falcon. These two need a splunking in the creek. Splunking in. Darkness. Go again. Have you heard of not being seen at all? Yeah. Yeah. Every time I do a bit. I was looking for someone. They're all looking for someone. Need another one of these. Just in case. A little bit more healing. A little bit more healing. Sure do love the look through the rocks missions. This is the second time. Fuck off, man. Like, why didn't the stealth kill work?
I've been waiting for you. I'll rip your ass open.
My ass.
You.
God damn it. Oh, there's so many.
Show what you're made of. I'll rip your ass open. You want to try me? Show what you're made of.
Woo! Who's next? More loot! Bring me the loot! Oh, God. Jesus Christ. All right, cool. Back to being stealthy. Not like we can get more. Oh, are you my contact? Nika? Nika's a girl's name.
Are you Mika?
Depends on who's asking.
I'm Henry. I'm here to... Falcon.
Falcon.
Password is Falcon.
All right. Right. I'm Mika. Where's Catherine?
It all went tits up. We've got a wounded man. We need to take the wagon all the way to the passage to load him on. Where is it, anyway?
We left the wagon and the horses just outside of Apollonia. The soldiers are combing the forest. Nobody can get through till they stop. Fuck. I thought we could sneak out of here. But if someone's wounded...
You don't look too good neither.
Listen, my brother and the butcher's hand are guarding the road. But if we don't show up by daybreak, that means something's gone wrong, and they'll leave. Someone has to tell them what happened.
Right, I'll go. Go and find Catherine in the cave. She'll fix you up. Where exactly is the wagon?
Keep heading south from here until you come across a cliff split in two. There's a broken down wagon standing nearby. Go between the rocks, up the hill, then head south. If you pass by an abandoned camp, you'll know you're going the right way. It's another mile or so past the camp. Just keep heading south. You should come across them then. We're parked a bit off the road, so as not to be seen.
Right.
Don't forget to say the password Falcon to them too, so they don't kill you on sight.
Oh, shit.
Good luck.
Oh. Nice, let's go. Oh.
Falcon. Catherine sent me. Things got a bit complicated.
Jan. Boobies! The old willow tree.
Carry straight on to Yuchin. The merchant road will take you right to Kuttenberg.
Well, you're not coming with us?
No. I have to go back to Razig and Hanush and tell them what's being planned and what happened to Lord Capon.
Capon?
Like, it's high time you got going. Watch out for yourselves. Especially you, Henry. I don't have to come back and look for your body again.
I'll do my best.
Look, if you find yourself stuck, look for Sir Odorin of Rabosh and give him this ring. It'll help you, even if he's not too happy about it.
Godspeed!
That's not a dangerous in my life. Henry got a haircut. And then I was like, last patch, I think. He decided to be better or worse, wearing as little as she is in that weather, right?
So,
Papa?
We finally got him. How does it feel?
I said, how does it feel? Do you really think you could get rid of me? No, dear boy. You and I still have a lot of work to do.
Henry? Are you hurt? You fell asleep. Are you all right?
Sometime later, yo, let's go. New map. Yo, welcome to Kuttenberg Region. So, real quick, progress right here. Rate, where we started, right? KCD1. We had Ledechko. Martin, thank you for the biddies. Cheese is what Henry needs. Ledechko up. Ushit's over here. I think Trosky's like up over here. So we're like east right now of where everything's happening. Kuttenberg over here. Kutnahora. Give you guys an idea. What?
Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They looked pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Pisek ain't
if
gonna
it's
see
not
you.
too late.
He's got an important
Hopefully
visit.
It won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will, and for us too. But I'm sure Lord Capon is expecting that. He rode to Trosky as a messenger to von Berghoff. I reckon he must have had some idea what might happen.
Can we see the map here? Not yet. Get an inventory either. Good boy. Still my thieving gear. Yo, what up, Fox? Happy weekend, buddy. Nice looking castle.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Good cheese, nerd.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand? Yes, sir.
He's like, away, peasant.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trosnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt.
Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Zizka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinnek is no longer here. I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
What a good host. It's like, go eat, sleep, see you tomorrow. Enjoy my mansion.
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trosky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Suckle of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil.
Suckle.
I had a job to do around Trosky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Have a peaceful one.
Partly my fault. Saved by the Prague forces.
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trosky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trosky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for
What,
yours.
Burgundy red?
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Job's thing.
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
We only met once. We know each other well.
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while. At my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hynek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hynek he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad?
Those guards behind me.
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Any news of Capon or Liechtenstein? Thank you for your hospitalities.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord,
What are these
Sir
guards
Hans
doing?
Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Fancy digs, right? And a bath? Go get some sleep, have a bath before going to bed. Leave me to my bathhouse duties. Hey, Susanna. I'd like a bath.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Splendid. That's what I call service.
I could get used to this.
If sir will allow, I'll help you undress.
Thank you, Susanna. That will be all. You making guacamole, or? What up, Frenzel?
Guten Abend. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
Wie kann ich dir helfen? They say Sigismund settled in this region. Do you have any work for me?
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army.
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Selets monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
How do I get the Sigismund? Did Sigismund attack you? Tell me about the Kuttenberg region.
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg?
How do I get to Kuttenberg from here?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom right after Prague.
Where's the Hungarian army camped? Where can I find some merchants?
I need to top up my supplies. Where can I find some merchants here?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide.
Oh.
And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They razed Mesolis and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
Where did you say Sigismund's army is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
Wow.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Zum Glück nicht. Nothing urgent. If you're looking for einen Fuschen, try your luck elsewhere.
Fuschen, Groschen.
Tschüss, mein Freund.
Tschüss, tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss. Sleep and save. Oh, another night terror. He's having a Sundance Movie Festival dream.
So you got your revenge?
But what about my revenge? I'll kill again. Avenge your ghostly father.
Did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next? Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
He looks pretty sure.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is.
You like the glasses?
But he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his
What time
wounds.
of day is this? What about Catherine?
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Find Zizka. You haven't been bold enough? West Tipster, find Zizka.
You see, meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My men train like that every day.
Shame! What would Gore think?
Henry of Skalitz.
Nice
I'm just
titties.
holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it.
It does
In
feel
the
like her
end,
fortress.
As mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison, and mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Your garrison is impressive. Your garrison is a joke. I'm not that interested in fighting. This one?
I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Hey?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take
Our
on my
garrison is well stocked. Happy to take him
Now
on.
look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw so you don't come to any harm and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here. The first to bleed loses. Ah! Yeah! Da! Da! Yeah! Ah! 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 What the? Yeah! Ah!
Ha ha! You never saw that coming.
Ah!
Enough! I give up.
Henry's no match for a good pullcock. That's gotta be there. See how cool I was?
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing. Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword.
First try!
I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
I have an idea.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags and I remembered I took a small memento from Trosky.
I want to rearrange her saddlebags.
What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Bergoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word.
Definitely wasn't a second try.
I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Yeah.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Her boobs are aching. Weather device.
Servus, Freund.
Servus, Freund. Have any work for
How's
me?
it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Zizka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte.
Yeah, the whole time,
Actually,
Trosky.
there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone touched a
Oh,
white
of
roebuck in
course.
his
Oh,
territory
and let me
the
guess.
other day.
Wolves?
White roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him
Being a
if
good
there's
fellow,
anything
Fox.
new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, ja, ja. He really doubted
Wow.
the creature. Und das war alles. I don't
You
have
thought-
anything else.
All right. Thank you.
Please.
I'll ask her out.
Not today. Too slow. Please. Easy.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength.
Thanks for the bits,
Real
guys.
man of iron.
I'm the band Horny Henken.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. Well, enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Expecting trouble?
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Oh.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised.
If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it going to look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Up, Catherine. What happened at Nebakov?
What happened at Nebakov? After the Praguers took the fortress.
You're asking me?
Oh, of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
Maybe. No, I don't know her well.
No, I don't know her well. But she was very kind to me. I suppose now I'll never see her again.
Poor girl. May God forgive her sins and grant her eternal rest. You have to live every day like
Oh my
it's going
God.
to be your last. That's
That
all you
poor
can do
girl.
in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
Oh. I didn't know that.
That's how I lost my sweetheart.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks.
He shot someone else.
Some other time, maybe.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
My eye.
Also in battle?
Spectacles, dude.
I was a lad. I made a bet with some friends that I could run all the way down the Devil's Slope without stopping once. That's what we called this one really steep hill. Once you started down it, you either had to run all the way to the bottom or tumble all the way there.
And you went tumbling.
I did nothing of the sort. I ran down. But as I was celebrating, prancing about like a deer, I tripped on a root. I landed on my head and cracked it open on a stump. An inch or two off, and I'd have lost that eye.
Wow. Yo, what's up, Dobrosh?
Greetings. Do you need something?
Perhaps what goes on in the forest?
What goes on in the forest, Huntsman?
There are poachers prowling in the woods, a band led by this ginger-headed Mach of Marshowitz. They've been causing trouble for quite some time, but now they've really overdone it.
What happened?
They killed a rare white roebuck that lived in our woods. Killed and skinned it.
At least it didn't go to waste.
Pesach put a bounty on their heads. The bounty's yours if you help me track them down.
How about the white roebuck?
I must say, I've never seen a white roebuck before.
It's an exceedingly rare animal. It was beautiful. Its hide was white as snow. Sir Peter forbade hunting it, but I wouldn't have even if I could. Killing an animal like that is bad luck.
What are these poachers?
Do you know any more about these poachers?
They're led by some fella called Mach of Marshowitz, and they fancy themselves some kind of a brotherhood. From what I've heard, they showed up in the village below the castle a couple of times trying to sell venison. The guards always sent them packing. Our knacker, Wolfram, was the only one who talked to them.
Bought some venison, probably. You think Nax's involved?
That knacker, Wolfram. Do you think he had anything to do with the dead roebuck and the poachers?
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, true enough, and he sells hides and meat wherever he can. But having the gall to work with poachers, I don't think so. He's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. If his lordship found out he had anything to do with it, he'd have him hanged. But he might know something about that band.
I'll help you with them.
All right, huntsman. I'll try to track the poachers down. Maybe they haven't sold the hide yet, and I'll be able to find it.
Excellent. And if you mete out capital punishment on the spot, all the better. Every member of that band carries a squirrel tail on them. Probably a badge of their hunting prowess. Bring them to me as evidence.
Where should I look for these poachers?
Ah, that's the hard part. I'm sure they have a hideout in the woods around here, but you'll have to track them down yourself. If you don't know what to do, you can try to get something out of the knacker.
Thanks for the advice.
Farewell, good sir.
Okay. Outside, banquet hall. Oh, there it is.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trosky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report.
Away, please.
So what happened with von Bergov at Trosky?
Von Bergov betrayed us. I have a feeling you already know everything.
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trosky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Bergov's dungeon, and judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
I didn't say anything. I betrayed Liechtenstein. Never betrayed
I asked
anybody.
questions, yes. But I was counting on that and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns.
A cool head.
You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
I'm honored, but I can accept. I cannot abandon Sir Hans.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Bergov has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand. As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hynek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
No. And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's
Look at us, America.
I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
Heard.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
What a way to end a conversation. I consider this matter closed.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein.
If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
That devil.
Let's go.
Such a long mission.
Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway?
Coachman takes you back and forth. Oop. There's a little bit of dice. Find the poacher's camp northwest. This is interesting to see. Oh my god, is this map big? Holy moly, look at that. Bunch of new quests over there.
Hamlet to Hamlet until we find him.
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region.
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of
And it's
stuff.
funny we sliced
If
this
I
guy's
was looking
face.
for the devil,
Ruined his vision for life, and now he's like,
about him. That's
we're gonna go drinking.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hynek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry, it's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Should we speed up?
Admire.
The road's quiet. The surroundings are pretty. Why rush? At least we won't be so conspicuous.
If you say so.
Horse driver mega compilation. Good luck's crushing it. Oh.
I warned you you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't cheat. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Okay.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
What a badass. Here we go, Cullen again.
This one is still... Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too,
Easy.
Shiska. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry.
Hey.
Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hi, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Hi.
Thanks. Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Oh, well.
Before someone notices the corpses.
Easy, lads. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my
Really
guests
good.
and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
I killed him.
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you?
Grim Hexpo,
Here you go.
a cleaner for the corpses.
I see
Need to make that
you
a
are
mission.
a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Shishka?
Yes, I did. Of course, I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep.
Wow.
I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way devil tells it.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Okay.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Where's he being held?
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get in there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month.
Oh my God.
Like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard. Not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
Free the devil!
He will be watched by 12 armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody'll listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe.
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
Well, what place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that begs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be, surely, hid somewhere.
More guns!
At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Let me get on my horse.
How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. For that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail.
Ambushes.
While the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
Aha.
The wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. Left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My
What a Viking.
condolences then. Especially to your family.
What a shit.
If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family. So keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop demon.
So you're a mercenary,
Cop demon,
swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher.
I'm
oh yeah, dude, don't be nervous. You'll do great.
You know what?
Be yourself,
Man
man.
of many decks and drinks.
Oh,
Unless
come
you're
on.
weird.
You do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together.
We're all weird.
Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Oh yeah, Master Heath.
What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots. Or trip over. Not done yet. Finally.
Relieve himself, right? Smells like ammonia.
There's a path above the stream leading to it. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away. But he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost.
Oh, Boots,
Some
yeah, he's a
people are
drinker.
just made that way. Nothing you can do about it.
Look at all
I
the
mean,
deer.
If Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, and the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk, but we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Eda are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at the suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Hey lad, come here! Hey lad, come here!
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much, but we called it home.
Oh, this mess?
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders, by the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea.
Good.
A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're going to dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janner's tent.
I have a shovel.
The one made of leaves.
He's trying to give me missions with it.
Until he woke up covered.
The point where you almost don't need to carry one.
Come on then. We don't have much time.
Dude, we're gonna take a pause there, guys. We just got to the new map. That way, the next stream is focused on this map, right? 07s, everybody. Have a good weekend. Old man. Yeah. Enjoy your weekend, buddy. Thank you guys for hanging out.